Hey everybody, this is Dr. Todd. I'm doing a long-awaited episode of Dr. Todd's Daily Drive. I'm sitting here at a light, almost home from the gym. Just went and worked out this morning. I'm thinking, what's something I could share with everyone that we talk about with patients almost every single day? And I narrowed it down to 3 tips that you can use in the workplace or at home to increase your longevity and energy. And so these 3 tips that I'm going to share with you, I'll try to do it in under 3 minutes. 333 is the theme. These 3 things are pretty simple. They don't really cost you anything, and you should do it every single day, and they're based off of all the most recent research. So, number 1, sitting. Sitting is the new smoking. You've probably heard this before. Sitting will actually cause a decrease in life expectancy and increase disease more than almost any other positional activity that you can think of. So sitting is not good. Our ancestors, they didn't sit. They were hunter-gatherers. They ran. They were up moving, or they were sleeping at night. And that's where we came from. And now we're in this sitting position. We put our kids in a seated position since they start school, and we start this dysfunction early on. It messes up your digestion. It messes up cardiovascular supply, muscle function, screws up your biochemistry. There's all kinds of stuff that sitting does that's not good for you. So have a timer. You can do this on your smartphone. Set a timer so that it goes off every hour at the most. 45 minutes is even better, but every hour. You get up. I don't care what you're doing. You get up, you walk around, and now here's the second tip that you're going to have in this equation. When you get up, you drink water. Okay? So you get up and you drink water, and that's your cue. Get up, drink water. And the third part to this is get up, drink water, and do a simple stretch that I'm going to explain in just a second. Now, how much water should you be drinking? Well, there's different formulas out there based on your body weight and how many ounces per body weight and all this. Fact is, most people do not drink hardly enough water, and you're not going to overdose on water unless you're drinking several gallons a day. So for me, for my body weight, I weigh about 200 pounds. I try to drink a little over a gallon of water a day. So I have these jugs that are about this big. It's half a gallon. I drink 2 of those a day. Okay. I wake up in the morning, I drink a bunch of water to add to that equation. But throughout the workday, you want to have at least one of these jugs, finish that off, and have a second one in your car that you sip on the way to work and on the way home. So that's the second tip, right? First tip was getting up, walking around, moving. Now, the third part of this 3-tip equation that all kind of wraps into one is to make sure that when you are doing this, backing into my driveway, I was in my neighborhood here, driving very slow and carefully, of course, is you want to make sure that you're doing some kind of stretch when you get up. So you think about it, when you're in the seated position, whether you're behind a computer or you are watching TV, if you're not working necessarily, all of us fall into this position where we essentially roll our shoulders forward like this, and our head comes forward like this, and we increase the curve in the mid-back, and a rib cage shifts backwards. So what you want to do is you want to do a stretch and an exercise that reverses that actually gets your shoulders, instead of being rolled forward, to roll backwards. And how do you do that? Well, you put your palms forward, okay? And you want to stretch these muscles in the front that are shortened all day long. These are parts of your chest muscle. You do this, the best way to do it is a corner wall stretch. So you get up, you find a corner, and you put your arms up like this in the corner, and you lean into the wall. And as you lean into the wall, you're not jutting your head forward and trying to get your head to touch the corner of the wall. You're actually trying to keep your ear centered over your shoulder, and you're trying to allow your chest to touch the corner of the wall. Now, you're not actually going to touch the corner unless you're extremely flexible, and that might actually be dangerous if you can touch. That might be too much mobility that you have. But that's what you're thinking in your mind as you do this stretch. And as you stretch forward, you're taking a nice deep breath in through your nose, a diaphragmatic breath, pushing your belly button out in front of you, also trying to get your belly button to touch the wall as you inhale. And then as you exhale, you are sucking your belly button in, letting the breath come out, and you're breathing and stretching at the same time. You want to hold that stretch for at least 10 seconds. I would do that at least 3 times in a row. You know, this whole theme is the 3s. I know we're over 3 minutes, but essentially, to recap, the 3 things that you can do to increase longevity and decrease fatigue on a daily basis, especially in a workplace, is again what? It's get up every single hour. Do not sit behind a computer for more than an hour, or in a workstation for more than an hour. You will fatigue, your posture will fail, you will injure your body, you will be very stiff and stagnant. Number 2, drink water. So when that timer goes off, drink some water. Have a half-gallon deal with you. At least finish it off before you're done for the day. Even better yet, have a second one in your car that you sip on the way to work and the way home. Okay. And then third thing is when you get up and drink the water and move around, do the stretch out the front of the chest, because that's the area that rolls forward, and try to retract and pull the chin back because the head also fails forward. Very simple stretch to do on a daily basis. Again, Dr. Todd's Daily Drive, and I hope you found this informative. We'll try to do these more often. Have a great day.